today's lesson on position. In this video, you will be able to describe your position using a reference point, a reference direction, and a distance. Where are you? Reminder, when you watch a video in this class, make sure you have a quiet place that you can work, that you're wearing headphones or earbuds, you've put away everything that's distracting, you have your notes ready to go. Remember, you can always pause this video at any time and replay any part. Also, later on, if you want to rewatch this, you can. Please be sure to ask questions if you're stuck, and always review your notes before moving on to any practice. Do you have your notes page? I hope you do. Make sure you get your video notes before moving on. What is position? The definition of position is the location of an object at any given time. What if you had to tell someone the location of an object or a place? How would you do that?
Yeah?
Do you live here?
Yeah.
Okay, we're really lost.
Okay, where are you trying to go?
Museum, which I think is that way. Am I
No,
right?
it's definitely that way.
Oh, okay.
Let me see here. All right, first of all, you're upside down, okay?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so yeah, we're way down here, all right?
Okay.
And you want to be up here.
This is that way.
Right, so you're going to head 5 blocks north.
Right.
Okay? When you get to Joey's Pizza, make a right.
Pizza's
good. Then you're going to go 3 blocks east, okay? There's a hot dog cart on this corner. You're going to make a left at that hot dog cart. And you're going to go 3 blocks past this jazz club, and it's going to be right in front of you. You can't miss
Okay,
it.
great.
Great. Okay, so I knew I was right about this. So it's 5, 3, and 3.
Got it.
Great. Thank you
Thank
very
you so
much.
much.
Did you notice anything about those directions that were given? Well, to describe where to go, you need to start with a reference point. And that reference point has to be some place or something that doesn't move. A reference point is the starting point that you choose to describe the location or position of an object. So describing your location, of course, is what defines where your position is. This can be the distance and direction from that original reference point. In order to have a complete description of your position, you must include a distance, a direction, and a reference point. Here is an example. My car. Where's my car? My car is 3 blocks, that's a distance, west, that's a direction, of the restaurant, your reference point. The restaurant does not move. So you know how far, in which direction, from a reference point. When we're giving distance, in science class, we use the base unit for distance as meters. Here's a review of the metric system.
Sorry, all they had left in the fridge was chocolate milk. Hey, what gives? King Henry doesn't usually drink chocolate milk? Yes, I know it's a metric thing, but what does it have to do with anything? Dear Moby, help. There are too many metric units. How can I remember them all? Thanks, Jorge. Oh, hi, Jorge. You know, it might seem like there are a lot of units in the metric system. That's the decimal-based measurement system used by most of the world. But if you look closely at these units of length, you'll see that they're really just variations on the same unit. That's one of the beauties of the metric system. You can scale any measurement up or down just by changing the unit's prefix. For length, that unit is the meter. For mass, it's the gram. And for volume, most people use the liter. Well, you could measure length with nothing but meters. But that's not very practical when we're talking about, say, the length of a human hair or how far it is to the next town. To measure something that's much larger or smaller than a base unit, it's easier to tack on a metric prefix. The prefix creates a new unit that's a power of 10 bigger or smaller than the base unit. For example, a centimeter is 1/100th as long as a meter. Perfect for measuring that hair. And 1 kilometer equals 1,000 meters, ideal for measuring that road. How many prefixes are there? More than you're ever likely to use. But don't stress about learning all of them. Really, you just need to memorize the 6 most commonly used prefixes. And, lucky for you, Moby has the perfect way to do just that. Just memorize the sentence, King Henry doesn't usually drink chocolate milk. The first letter of each word stands for a different prefix, except for usually, which is just a placeholder for whatever base unit you're using. Well, we already know that kilo means 1,000 and centi means 100th. As for the others, hecto means 100, deca means 10, deci means 1/10, and milli means 1,000th. Notice anything about these values? Right, each prefix is exactly 10 times as big as the one to its right, and 1/10 as big as the one to its left. That makes it a breeze to convert from one unit to another. I'll show you. Let's say you want to figure out how many milligrams are in 5 hectograms. On our handy prefix line, put your finger on the unit you're starting from. Then count the number of units your finger passes while moving to the unit you're converting to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, take your number and move the decimal point the same number of places in the same direction. And you add a 0 for each place the decimal moves. There you have it. 5 hectograms is the same as 500,000 milligrams. Yes, it really is that simple. Just remember that King Henry doesn't usually drink chocolate milk, and you're good to go. I guess this is an unusual night for King Henry.
All right, moving back to position, when you want to describe an object's position, you need to compare its location to a reference direction. Now, it doesn't always have to be a cardinal direction, but you can use like right or left. You could say it's positive direction or a negative direction, or you can even say up or down. So here's an example. If you wanted to describe where those books are, you could say, well, those books are to the right of the notepad. But you could always go back and use cardinal directions as well. Cardinal directions are your north, south, east, or west. Thanks for watching. Make sure you review this video if you need to, and keep your notes in a place where you won't lose them.